What's happening? It's your man, the Gypsy, aka the Happy Hatter, aka Mr. Make You Smile, aka the one and only, the man, Chucky B. What's happening, everybody out there? Uh, just coming on to talk about a few things. It's been about a week. Like I said, I'm gonna try to spit them out. I'm trying to get them out when I got some stuff to talk about, state my opinion about. I'm gonna do it. All right. So today I'm rocking my old school Cleveland Cavaliers hat. I don't really wear it like this, but I just put it on some kind of way. But anyway, let's talk about some things. All right. So in the news, I'm gonna give my opinion about some of this stuff in the news. Okay. So count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ohio State football assistant coaches were given a raise, making over $1 million a piece. Okay, kudos, yeah, happy for you. Make that bread. You know what I'm saying? But then the question has to be, these athletes that are coming there, they've got to start receiving some money. These coaches are making astronomical numbers. I talked about it before. Nothing against Coach K. Love Coach K. But I think he's making like $8 million a year, deservingly. He doing his thing over at Duke. Like he said, look up at the banners if you got something to complain about. You got Bill Self at Kansas, John Calipari making $6-7 million a piece. You know what I'm saying? And these players that are the reason that they're making this money it's a big stink where the NCAA has asked Congress to help them out with this. California is getting ahead of the game where they're letting the kids get paid for using their likeness. I really think the kids should be taught here in America. To me, I don't think we teach our kids how to become entrepreneurs. We teach our kids how to work for someone. Like these entrepreneurs like Bill Gates and, Bob Johnson, they did it on their own. We don't teach our kids to become entrepreneurs. What better way to teach our kids to become entrepreneurs than to teach them how to use their likeness? Let them go out and sell themselves, legally, if you want to go there with it. So I think that the kids should get paid. These coaches making that kind of money, why play? If you're not going to get paid, why not try to get in coaching? Why play? If the coaches are going to get this much and the players are not going to get anything, why play? Because they love the game. That's why I play. But they got to start doing something for these kids, man. Because it's not like when I was in college, 30 years ago. It's not the same. The money is not the same. The corporations have gotten more involved, and when you have the corporations more involved, that means more money. Just like in pro sports, you go to a professional arena. Just look around when you go in there and look at all the people that have paid to put their particular sign up or their particular company up. Look at the sponsors, they call it. Look at all the sponsors that are in there, and then you look at the luxury boxes. They're always sold out, whether it's a good team or bad team. The luxury box, they cost money. So, and it's the same thing in college, pros, college. Just look around. They are making astronomical numbers. The athletic directors and all these people are getting all this money, They got to take care of these kids sooner or later. This ain't going to last forever. All right, so let's talk about the coronavirus a little bit. Okay, so they have started to shut things down. Like there was a Division III school that played in front of no one. Now, I will say this. If that happens, that they play in front of no one, there will be no underdogs winning. Mark my words, because if you go to the NCAA tournament, most of the time, if there's a number 1 seed there and they're playing against a number 12 seed, if they get that unlucky, or 2 versus 12, however it goes, everybody cheers for that top seed to lose other than the people that are with them or with that school. So if they decide in the NCAA to play without fans in the building, there will be no underdogs that win. I'm predicting that because the underdogs, they feed off of the crowd. But this coronavirus is serious. All four of the major sports, you got hockey, football, basketball, and baseball. They all sat down and talked about having a contingency plan in place. If this thing keeps growing. It's really scary. So people got to wash their hands. They've also shut down. There was a school in Chicago that canceled their games, home and away. So this coronavirus is really something serious. But you got to wash your hands and try as best you can. Like, people are walking around now, not even shaking hands. They just kind of giving a little fist bump. So I'm not really afraid of it. If it happens, it happens is my personal thought. But now they are also talking about in the major sports. Like, I know basketball season is going on now, so they're talking about not letting, like, having a place for reporters to wait and not allowing people in the locker rooms that are not with the teams. This is really getting crazy here. But they are talking about not allowing anyone that is not affiliated with the team or the staff into these locker rooms, which probably should be anyway. My personal opinion. Because too many times you got a lot of strange people. I know they're reporters or whatever, and they got to go through these credentials and all that. But have them in a separate place anyway. Let the locker room be for the players anyway. So maybe I try to take a positive out of everything. Maybe this coronavirus can be a positive thing for sports locker rooms. Keep the press out of there, because sometimes things happen in the locker room that the press don't need to see, and the first thing you see them doing is writing it down so they can report it. You don't have to report all that. Some things need to go on in the locker room and need to stay in the locker room, period. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how deep this thing gets, man. We'll see. All right, enough with the coronavirus. On to the next thing. The NFL got a vote on the CBA coming up. Now, this is going to be interesting because from what I've seen and read, the owners are trying to throw some things on the table that they know that the players would disagree with. So that's not right to me. And in my personal opinion, the owners, if y'all want 17, 18 games, I think the players will give you that if they can get guaranteed contracts for everybody. And it can't be that hard. I mean, basketball does it. And you can give a year guaranteed, 2 years guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many guys coming in. You got to keep your spot. If you get satisfied with that year, that's on you. It's dudes coming in that want to play. So I think the owners, because it's said that they feel like they've given up too much already. So if that's the case, the players just got to stick together, and it might get rough. The players got to stick together, though. If the players stick together, they can force the owner's hands, because a lot of these owners, or a couple of them, I don't know how many, but this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, like Jerry Jones got his money, real estate or whatever it is. Kraft got his money through, maybe he was the Kraft guy, cheese and all that stuff, the potato chips and all Kraft dressing, salad dressing and all that. I don't know. But the players got to stick together, bottom line, because the owners love what they do. Yeah, the players love what they do, but you just got to stand and stick together. And it doesn't seem like in the NFL that the players are that together, But we'll see what happens. Last thing I'm going to talk about, man, feel-good story. Maya Moore doing her thing. She took off of her WNBA season. Now, that's sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? She sacrificed. She took off of her WNBA season, and she went and fought for criminal justice reform. One of her friends was facing 22 years, I guess it was, and wrongfully convicted of like a robbery and something else. But she fought probably about 2 years to have this done, and his conviction was overturned. So hats off to Maya Moore. Hats off to Maya Moore. Great job. All right. But that's it from me, man. I'm gonna try to sign back on again. We had our athletic banquet last night. Things went good. But I'm, like I said, man, waiting to see what's going on with this coronavirus. They're starting to close schools now. We get in Atlanta or down in Georgia, they closed the school down because a teacher came to school with the virus. Now, I got 2 rules. If you sick, rule number 1, if you sick, stay home. Rule number 2, if your kids are sick, you keep them home. All right? I mean, that's it, man. So everybody have a blessed day. Be good. Hang around people that want to hang around you. Be around people that love you. Don't waste your time with people that don't appreciate your friendship and stuff like that. Signing off, last thing before I go, childhood friend of mine passed away, Kevin Standard. Please send some well wishes to his family. He had 2 boys and a wife. Great guy. So this is your man, the Gypsy, a.k.a. the Happy Hatter, a.k.a. Mr. Make You Smile, a.k.a. Mr. Chucky B, signing off, the one and only. All right, peace.